Hey friends, Dr. Dave here with USU Extension. Today's Tuesday 2-minute tip is all about tiny little things that we can tweak in our relationships to become stronger. So one of the things that really gets in the way of our relationships, I call it getting casual. When we get casual in our relationships, that is in our relationships with our partner, could be with our children, it could even be religiously, right, spiritually with a God. Whenever we can become casual in those relationships, we often become critical. Does that make sense? When we become casual, we're more likely to become critical and nitpicky, and our tone, right, goes up, and we get a little bit more snippy, right? We lose our patience. I told you 3 times already, or yes, that's what I did. We could do those types of patronizing tones and stuff too in our relationships with our kids and our partner. So casualness leads to critical, and being critical is not healthy. So instead, I like to emphasize intentionality, becoming very intentional in our relationships, and that increases connection and compassion. And so when we become very, very committed, very intentional on purpose, when we do little tiny things, and sometimes it's just kind of biting our tongue. Maybe it's okay, I'm going to keep my tone low, even though I've told my child for the 5th time, where their shoes are, or to get their homework done, or you need to get that signed, or our partner, they've asked us a few times, we're becoming irritated with them. Remember, irritation is an invitation. It's an invitation for compassion. It's an invitation for more positivity and commitment in the relationship. So I guess strive to overcome becoming casual, getting used to our partners, right? Because the newness of the relationship quickly wears off, as we know, in the newlywed years, and we become bored, we become busy, and we become easily bugged. And so that's when we become casual with each other. We start treating each other differently. We've got to treat each other still with love and kindness and respect and gratitude and all those things that lead to positivity and closeness in our relationship. So if you find yourself becoming more casual in your relationships, watch out, because it leads to more criticism and even more contempt. So slow down, catch yourself, pause, and say, okay, how can I intentionally improve my relationship today and not come into this kind of casualness? Because it's that quote, the natural float to isolation. I've talked about that before. When we're just kind of cruising along in our relationships, we tend to naturally drift apart. We could become casual and then critical in our relationship. So instead, choose to become more intentional and have more compassion and commitment in your relationship. So that's all for now. I'm Dr. Dave with Utah State, sharing tips to make life great.